Attractive people usually face fewer consequences because of their good looks. But have you ever heard of people trying to break someone out of prison just because they're hot? The topic is messed up, you guys. TikTokers are going crazy over a boy called Cameron Herron, who recently went to prison for hitting a woman and her daughter with his car during an illegal street race. People are obsessed with this guy, posting videos of him, simping over him in the comments, and saying that he deserves justice. Someone has even created a petition to get him released. But you guys, wait until you hear the full story, because when you find out exactly what Cameron Herron did, you'll realize why he was given such a long prison sentence. So what happened was, in May 2018, Cameron Herron had just graduated high school and got a shiny new Ford Mustang as a graduation gift from his parents. I mean, I've only just started and I'm already getting privileged rich kid vibes. Cameron had so much fun with his new car. He loved to speed and race, which is generally just selfish and dangerous to anyone else on the road. But he didn't care. He would have had his fun, not thinking he would face any consequences. And then on May 23rd, just a couple of days after his graduation, Cameron did something that will follow him for the rest of his life. Cameron and his brother Tristan went to the gym and met Cameron's friend John. The three left together: Cameron, Tristan in the Mustang, and John in his old Nissan. They started to race each other after a stoplight. They were weaving in and out of other cars, seeing who could pick up the most speed. But when John saw a woman crossing the street with a stroller, he swerved out of the way. Unfortunately, Cameron couldn't move in time, and he hit the woman and her stroller, which was carrying her 21-month-old daughter, Lila. Jessica Reisinger Rabenbolt was just 24 years old when she lay injured in the road, asking for her daughter. She passed away in the hospital, and her daughter suffered a brain injury that could not be operated on. She passed away the next day. The other driver, John Baranu, took a plea deal and received a 6-year sentence. Tristan Herron, who was the passenger in Cameron's car, was originally charged with knowingly participating in racing, but his charges were dropped as he was only a passenger. Cameron, on the other hand, being the person who hit Jessica and her daughter, was given a far stricter punishment and was sentenced to 24 years in prison.
Defendant guilty, sentenced him to 9 years in Florida State Prison. On count 2, same charge. Court will adjudicate the defendant guilty, sentence him to 15 years Florida State Prison, and that'll run consecutive to count 1.
Even though his face is covered with a mask, you can still see the shock in Cameron's eyes when he realizes the consequences of his actions. Jessica's husband, David Rabinal, now has to suffer with the loss of his wife and daughter, all because a couple of stupid boys thought it'd be fun to have a street race.
The mental anguish and physical pain of their death, along with this entire process, has sent my health spiraling.
I can't even begin to imagine what Jessica's husband is going through right now. Anyways, you guys, now that you know exactly what happened and how tragic the situation is, you'll understand why it's so gross that TikTokers are trying to get him out of prison. So the way TikTok is responding to this case is a little similar to the Isabella Guzman case. People are pretending to be him, feeling sorry for him, and saying that he shouldn't have had such a harsh sentence because he's good looking. This case has gone so viral that Cameron Herron tag on TikTok has over 1.6 billion views. Boys are literally making videos pretending to be him for some reason. I guess so they can have people simp over them too. Just look at these TikToks, y'all. Turning this tragedy into some kind of acting challenge is beyond weird, but people are totally eating it up. I mean, that first video has 1.8 million likes, and there are people in the comments talking about how cute he is. It's not just people acting though. There are fan edits of him all over TikTok. I literally don't understand some people. What is it about this guy who ended the lives of a young mother and her 1-year-old child for some stupid race that they find attractive? But you guys, just look at the way people are defending him in the comments. Everybody deserves a second chance. I love you, Cameron Herron. Be strong. Loves. This behavior is not normal. Not only have people made fan edits of him, but they actually feel sorry for him and are actually justifying what he did because he was young and it was an accident. TikTok has the worst comments, y'all. I am not defending this man at all, but he lost his future too. He didn't intentionally get into his car and plan on anyone. Y'all don't understand. He was drunk. Yes, he killed 2 people, but it wasn't his intention to do so. I think 24 years is very harsh. I feel so bad. He didn't do it on purpose. I wish him the best. This is so sad, OMG. Okay, so first of all, he wasn't drunk, and even if it was, how would it make him any less guilty? And sure, maybe he didn't go out thinking, yeah, I'm gonna run over a mother and her child today, but he knew that if he was driving recklessly at that speed, that it was definitely a possibility. To make things even more messed up, there are people who are straight up making jokes about the situation. That's not even the worst part though, y'all. There's even a petition to get this guy released from prison because people think that his 24-year sentence is too harsh. And it's not just a few people who believe this. This petition has over 24,000 signatures. The description of this petition basically says that he didn't do it on purpose, that he has his whole life in front of him, and that the 24-year sentence he received is worse than a death. I don't think it'll come as a surprise to y'all that I think this guy deserved the sentence he got. The people defending him and saying that he has his whole life ahead of him seem to be forgetting that Jessica and her Lila had their lives ahead of them too, and he took that away from them. And to the people saying that he doesn't deserve it because it was an accident, Cameron was driving at 102 miles per hour. Literally, everyone can agree that driving at that speed is reckless and unacceptable. Just a couple of days before the incident, records show that Cameron had been driving at 160 miles per hour. So that means this wasn't a one-time thing. It was a pattern of behavior. If this tragedy hadn't happened, he would have kept driving like this and caused even more danger to people. Anyways, loves, it's safe to say that Cameron Herron was being stupid and selfish. And thankfully, although a lot of people defend him on TikTok, there are far more people who actually have the sense to realize just how terrible what he did was. These comments restore my faith in humanity a little bit. I swear y'all need some help, like for real. He literally a 1-year-old and her mother in an illegal car race. He was going 100 miles per hour. He deserved it, no matter how good looking he is. It was well deserved. TBH should have gotten a bigger sentence. This is what our society has come to. We are defending a criminal just because he's cute. He deserves the sentence he got, if not more. He put the thrill of his street race over the lives of not only Jessica and her daughter, but everyone on the road. It doesn't take an idiot to know that driving at such a high speed is stupid and selfish, and Cameron knew what he was doing. Well, loves, what do you think about the situation? Should TikTokers be simping over this criminal? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. Rest in peace, Jessica and Lila Rabinald.